What the heck is Japandi and why is it everywhere? Everyone's using the word like it's obvious. But could you actually explain what it is if somebody asked? If not, let's fix that. Japandi always gets explained the same way, Japanese plus Scandinavian, the best of both worlds. But that doesn't tell you why it actually works or why everyone's suddenly obsessed with it. So today we're gonna break down what makes this space actually work, then walk through a full apartment built entirely in Planner 5D so you can see it in a real space, not just in photos. If you wanna build a room like this yourself, later in this video I'll share 3 tools that can get you started instantly. Scan the QR code or check the link in the description to start your free trial so you can try out all of Planner 5D's amazing tools and build yourself your very own Japandi space. If you like this type of breakdown, please go ahead and like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, let's get started. Japandi isn't a style that only lives in magazines or expensive renovations. It's achievable in a rental, in a small apartment, or on a real budget. Most of what makes it work has nothing to do with how much you spend and everything to do with restraint. So why does this style actually work? It comes down to 2 cultures landing on the same idea from different directions. Scandinavian design is built around function and warmth. Japanese design comes from Zen principles, empty space, and wabi-sabi, which is the appreciation of imperfection. Alone, each one has a weak spot. Scandinavian design alone can start to feel predictable, the same light wood and white palette in room after room, tipping into something that reads more like a showroom than a home. And Japanese design alone can feel a little sparse and maybe a bit too traditional for everyday living. But combined, they cancel out each other's weak spots. In practice, that means natural materials left looking like themselves, furniture kept low, a tonal palette instead of bright accents, a few handmade or imperfect pieces instead of matching sets, and nothing left out that doesn't earn its place. If you're unsure about color, there are 3 easy palettes to build around. Oatmeal and oak, white warm walls, light wood, cream and sand textiles. This is going to be the easiest place to start. Charcoal and clay, deep charcoal walls, dark wood, and terracotta accents, giving a more dramatic feeling. And finally, sage and stone. Muted sage green, pale plaster, and light birch. This is the airiest of the 3 and is best for rooms that need more light. The materials stay consistent across all of them. Wood, linen, clay, stone, all left looking like themselves. If it's pretending to be a material it isn't, it's not Japandi. Now let's say you're at the very beginning of a project. You don't know quite where to begin, but you know the style you want, Japandi in this case. That's where the AI designer, design generator, and AI studio come in. We have full videos of all of these features on the channel, but I'll do a really quick recap. With the AI designer, you pick any room and choose from a bunch of different styles, including Japandi, and it auto-generates furniture and decor for you, which you can then customize however you want. If you're on the mobile app, the design generator lets you upload or snap a photo of your actual space, and it'll generate multiple layout options in that style based on your real room. Want to take it a step further? AI Studio lets you write prompts and generate images using some of the best AI models out there. It's probably the easiest way to get photorealistic concept designs before you build anything. So those are the best tools to start with. Now let's look at what a finished design actually looks like. I want to give a huge shout out to our designer Vanessa for building this Japandi layout in Planner 5D. We'll start in the living room, where low furniture and an open floor set the tone right away, nothing crowding the space. A single lantern and minimalist painting act as statement pieces, doing the work color usually does in a more traditional room. From there, it's straight into the kitchen, where the cabinetry has no handles at all, just a smooth finish with enough texture to keep it from feeling flat. There are no upper cabinets either, which keeps the whole wall feeling open and minimal. There's a few rattan chairs at the counter, warm overhead lighting above, and a bit of greenery brings the outside in. Then we move into the bedroom, where the shoji panels take center stage. They're not just decoration, they're an actual partition between this room and the rest of the apartment. That's one of the fundamental Japandi practices, a boundary that still lets light and a sense of the space pass through instead of shutting it off completely. The bed sits low like everything else in this style, and the rest of the room stays deliberately sparse. A paper lamp, a rice paper lantern in the corner, and a small lantern on the other side. The closets follow the Scandinavian design principle where storage is built in and tucked away. The workspace keeps the footprint tight, and even the mirror has a slightly irregular, rounded shape, which is that beautiful wabi-sabi showing up in the smallest details. And finally, the bathroom brings it all back to those natural materials. Wood details echo what we've seen throughout the apartment, while stone carries across both the floor and the walls. Here are some renders created in the AI studio that really bring the space to life. This feels like such a retreat, and I would love to stay in an apartment like this. If this is the style you want to try out in your own home, don't hesitate to try out Planner 5D so that you can test every idea before you make any permanent decisions in real life. The whole theory behind Japandi isn't about having less for the sake of having less, it's about choosing what earns its place and letting the material, the light, and the emptiness do the rest. And the best part is, you don't need a renovation budget to get started, you just need to start taking things away, which I know is actually the hardest part. If you want to try Planner 5D for free, scan the QR code or check the link in the description. I really want to hear from you. What type of design styles do you want to see in our future videos? Let me know in the comments. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.